Jomike. I'm a visual artist. I started out as a children's book illustrator in the year 2000, and eventually I branched off into painting, into writing, and into other forms of art. I love to create things in various media, but I focus on the Banig as my main painting canvas. So I use it as a fine art ground for my paintings. Painting on Banig is kind of different because of the natural bumps and crevices that it has. I like it because it's my signature style, and I'm a self-taught artist, and I like it because of its uniqueness. I chose Banig because in 2006 I entered a competition called Noma Concours, and it was held in Japan. So the thing about the contest is to showcase something about your country's culture, since it was a multicultural thing. So my work gained an award that time, and I was given a great opportunity to attend the exhibit in Tokyo through a travel grant from NCCA. So since then, I chose to stick with Banig as my signature canvas for doing my fine artwork. The subject matters I choose for my Banig paintings would be mostly nature, because they're the most relaxing for me to do. So they usually involve trees and skyscapes, and sometimes underwater scenes, because those are the things that make me feel relaxed when I do it. And the color choices I use also are those that are very happy, and so it gives a good accent color for people's homes or interior spaces of various kinds. So these are some other themes that I usually do. These are trees with a very rural background. I enjoy doing these trees because they look festive and happy. The idea of painting on Banig is dual purpose. It promotes art as well as Philippine agricultural products. So the Banig being a very Filipino material that is used traditionally for hats and sleeping mats is now reincarnated, so to say, in my style of painting on them as a fine art ground. This one shows a watermelon seller in normal markets. I choose themes that are very Filipino, such as Philippine vendors, Philippine animals, but they're all in abstract forms that are not similar to what I do in children's books. This shows a kid doing the mano, a traditional greeting for Filipinos. Some say that it's unique because it's the first time that they saw somebody paint on Banig, and that's exactly what I want to happen. And for foreigners, it's a great conversational piece, because when they bring it to their countries, because sometimes they do very handy works exactly for foreigners to bring to other countries, and for them to talk about it and to know that the Philippines exists. And there's a product called Banig, and it could inspire people to come here and visit. And for other things, I like building things out of cardboard and conceptualizing things to turn them into sculptures. Foldabots is geared towards boys aged 7 to 12. It's a series of cardboard robots that kids can make. It's basically a toy with a comic story that is about robots powered by agimats, and they battle out an evil pollution incarnate called Lucio, short for pollution. These are my foldabots. They're cardboard robots that kids can assemble and make. I just happen to put them in boxes. So this is Ukay, a construction digger. He controls earth. This is a Stig, the skateboard. This is Tutubi, a rescue helicopter who controls wind. This is the Robotars Kids magazine. It's a quarterly kids magazine that tells the story of Robotars. For Robotars, it's more of teens to adults, I chose the tarsier as my character because I wanted to make a fix on a certain Philippine animal that was real and was intrinsically cute to begin with. So I chose the tarsier, and turning him into a robot would give him absurd powers. His head can split open, and he could store it to germinate seeds and plant them. And I show this all in a free online game that anyone can access. As you go along Siriam Island, which is the setting of the game, you're tasked to eat these Filipino food, chichacorn, pili, pastillas, and kasui, which grow on trees. So another task is to plant those seeds. So this is an actual robotar figure. It's made of resin and hand painted, and he has a tail and all the parts of a tarsier. For those who see my art for the first time, it's mostly delightful because I'm targeting both adults for one part and children and teens for the other one. I tend to get a good grasp of different demographics and age ranges. The appreciation for my Banig art would be mainly for adults because they're very abstract, and for kids who get to be interested in them, I feel very glad about that because they get to see past the abstraction and appreciate it as fine art. I feel that I'm giving an opportunity for other Filipino producers, just like the people who make Banig, get their product known in a different medium aside from the practical use and the utilitarian use of a Banig as a map. It's now used as a fine art ground, so it gives them a chance to sell their Banig in a different way. Since it is also an agricultural waste product, since these leaves are turned into these mats, now it has a new use. My art benefits the environment in the sense that it penetrates your subconscious because you remember something that is fun. I feel that my works are for the next generation of people who would be environmentally conscious because they grew up with it, loving it, and to make nature feel like something that is not something you have to do, but something you want to do because you're interested in it to begin with, then you want to protect it.